Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the National News broadcast, bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. We're ready to bring you the top stories here at home and around the world. I'm Charita Binipurarachi.
And I'm Kasmi Balachandra Adhikari. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
Iranian state television says a helicopter carrying Iranian president suffers hard landing. An increase in the rainy and windy weather condition. Earth slip warnings in 7 districts. Prime Minister presides over the National War Hero commemoration. The President is to address the 10th World Water Summit tomorrow. The President meets world-famous businessman Elon Musk. Suraksha insurance program recommences. The number of those killed in Afghanistan from floods exceeds 50.
We move on to those and other stories now. And in your top story tonight, Iranian state media says that Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian on helicopter that suffered a hard landing in Iran's East Azerbaijan province happened today. Adverse weather conditions, including heavy fog, are hampering rescue efforts, and the helicopter is still missing.
Rough landing of the helicopter.
A helicopter carrying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi has suffered a hard landing, state television reported, as officials said search operations were underway but were being impeded by poor weather conditions. Iranian state media said the incident occurred on Sunday near Jaffa in Iran's East Azerbaijan province. A day earlier, Raisi was in neighboring Azerbaijan to inaugurate a dam alongside President Ilham Aliyev. State media linked said 3 helicopters were in the Iranian president's convoy and the 2 others made it back safely. Foreign Minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, East Azerbaijan Governor Malik Rahmati and Iranian Supreme Leader to the province were in the same helicopter as Raisi. State media reported Energy Minister Ali Akbar Mehrabian and Housing and Transportation Minister Mehrdad Bazarpash were in the other helicopters that made it back safely. People who were with the president inside the helicopter managed to make an emergency call. According to the semi-official Tasnim news agency, Tasnim reported that the call increased hopes that the incident can be concluded without fatalities. The Iranian president recently visited Sri Lanka for an official visit to declare open the Umayyad irrigation project.
And meanwhile, President Ranil Wickremesinghe has left for Indonesia to attend the high-level event of the 10th World Water Summit. He has arrived in the country from the Bali Gusti Ngurah Rai International Airport yesterday and on an invitation extended by the President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo. He was warmly received on arrival at the airport by the Minister of Power and Energy and Petroleum Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, Hurifi Taisifi, Sri Lankan Ambassador in Indonesia, Admiral Professor Janath Kolambage, and Indonesian Ambassador in Sri Lanka, Devi Gistrina Tobin. The welcoming ceremony was highlighted with a guard of honor and a traditional Bali dance display. The high-ranking session of the 10th World Water Summit under the theme Water for Collective Prosperity was scheduled to be conducted in the Bali city from yesterday till tomorrow. A meeting between President Ranil Wickremesinghe and world-renowned businessman Elon Musk was also conducted today in parallel to the events of President's visit. Attention has been focused on this occasion on the implementation of the Starlink service facilities in Sri Lanka. Senior Presidential Advisor on Climate Change Ruwan Wijewardena also took part at the discussion. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has also met Luhut Binsar Panjaitan, Coordinating Minister of Maritime and Investment Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. The meeting took place today at the Bali campus on Bali Island. The discussion covered key topics such as the Global Blended Finance Alliance, Sri Lanka's Tropical Belt Initiative, the blue economy and the seaweed industry. Emphasis was placed on enhancing cooperation among global South countries and establishing a collaborative research program on mangrove cultivation.
The Department of Meteorology says that a further escalation in the rainy and wind conditions can be expected as a result of the free monsoon weather patterns in the seas around Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, the National Building Research Organization has issued earth slip warnings to 7 districts in the country. The meteorology report also predicts that the wind speed in the sea areas beyond the coast from Beruvalu to Pothuwil via Galle and Hambantota would increase at time to 60 kilometers per hour. The sea area would also turn rough. The speed of the wind in the sea areas beyond the coast from Colombo to Beruvalu could reach between 50 to 55 kilometers per hour. According to the Met Department, the western, Sabaragama and northwestern provinces as well as certain locations in Galle, Matara, Kandy, Nuwara and Mana districts may receive rainfall exceeding 100 millimeters. An overall intermittent wind speed of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour is anticipated across the island. Meanwhile, the Department of Fisheries and Water Resources has issued a special communique to the fishermen engaged in fishing in the sea areas surrounding the island. The National Building Research Organization has issued earth slip warnings on the districts of Colombo, Gampaha, Kalutara, Kandy, Galle, Ratnapura and Badulla districts. The organization further says that the earth slip warning announcement issued under 2 stages in the Alla Divisional Secretariat Division in the Badulla district continues to remain valid. Many incidents of falling trees and floods have been reported from many parts of the island as a result of the rainy weather condition. Several incidents of falling of trees and the rising of the water level in the Ginganga have also been reported from the Galle district. Vehicle transport on the Alla Passara road was obstructed due to falling of rocks last night. Our correspondent says Road Development Authority unit in Badulla has restored an road for motor traffic this morning. The police informs the general public to drive carefully as there are further threats of falling trees and rocks. A group of officials of the National Building Research Organization have arrived in Malittagulla, Kanandragulla on the Ellavai road in inspect of the earth slip. The road, which was kept closed since 8 p.m. yesterday, was reopened this morning. However, the Badulla District Disaster Management Unit says the road will be once again kept closed till 6 a.m. tomorrow. Activation of waterfalls with the onset of heavy rains is a common sight. Water levels in the Elavana waterfall has escalated rapidly due to torrential rainfall in Velavaya. The police informed tourists visiting the waterfall to remain vigilant. The prevailing heavy rainfall has compelled to open 3 sluice gates of the Ratkin Mahavali Reservoir in Ulhitia in the Mahavali Sea Zone by 4 inches each. Technical officer in charge of the reservoir says water capacity of 11 cubic meters per second is being released to the Ulhitia Oya. The Department of Irrigation requests residents on the sides of the Ulhitia Oya to remain vigilant.
And meanwhile, Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena has presided over the National War Hero Commemoration Ceremony today.
තමන්ගේ ප්‍රාණවායුව පුද කරන්නට සිදු වුණා. වීරෝදාර රණවිරුවන් වන්දනා කරනු පිණිස
The event was held in front of the Gallant Soldier Monument at the Parliamentary Grounds in Battaramulla. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, Senior Presidential Advisor on National Security and Chief of Presidential Staff Sagal Ratnayaka, Speaker Mahinda Wardana, State Minister of Defence Prabitha Bandara Tennakon, Commanders-in-Chief of the 3 armed forces engaged in wartime duties and present Commanders-in-Chief of the 3 armed forces, the IGP, gallant soldiers and family members of gallant soldiers were also present. They have placed floral tributes in front of the statue of the heroic soldier. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa issuing a communique in connection with the 15th anniversary, 15th victory of the war, said that humanitarian operation to eliminate terrorism had commenced due to the rejection of the path of peace by the LTTE, which had killed 2 heads of state of Sri Lanka and India and thousands of civilians. The media release further said that the gallant soldiers had accomplished duties in the humanitarian operations by fully liberating the island on the 18th of May 2009. He had recalled that the entire northern and eastern part of Sri Lanka, divided by the terrorists as Anilam, was liberated from the clutches of the terrorists on this day. On the 19th of May, it had been confirmed that Tiger leader Velupille Prabhakaran was killed. The former president in his message has further stated that it is the responsibility of all those who are directed in the country to leave no room for the resurgence of the war and to give appropriate evaluation to the gallantry of the heroic soldiers.
Patriots of Paradise Veera Bhimani is a documentary produced in collaboration with the Ministry of Defence on the story about the brave patriots of Sri Lanka Army and to remember them parallel to the National War Heroes Day. It is a latest production of Mario Ananda. This story is for the young children who are not aware of the hardships of the battlefield and to motivate them to have gratitude and honor towards the war heroes and thereby inspire them to grow up to be stronger in life with purpose and passion for their motherland. The official launch of the documentary was held yesterday at the PMICH with the participation of Army, Navy and Air Force personnel to honor them in parallel to the National War Heroes Day celebration. This vision is to inspire and enlighten specifically children and also to provide them guidance for a better way of life and to save them from becoming addicted to drugs, alcohol, smoking and unsafe social media.
Patriots of Paradise Veera Bhimani.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe has directed the resumption of the Suraksha student insurance program, which was temporarily suspended due to economic challenges. Starting from the first week of June, all school students across the island will once again be able to benefit from this insurance scheme. The Cabinet recently approved a joint Cabinet memorandum presented by President Wickremesinghe, who also serves as the Minister of Finance, Economic Stabilisation and National Policy, alongside the Minister of Education, Dr. Susil Premachand. With the current economic recovery, President Wickremesinghe has allocated 2,000 million rupees in the 2024 budget to revive the Suraksha student insurance program. The insurance will cover health and accident for approximately 4.5 million students in government-approved private and private schools. Additionally, the program proposes life insurance benefits for students from low-income families defined as those earnings less than 180,000 rupees annually, which includes coverage for the death of a parent. Inpatient treatment benefits up to 300,000 rupees for each night spent in a government hospital for a child's treatment. 2,500 rupees will be provided to the parents. Additionally, for each night spent in private accommodation, 7,500 rupees will be granted. Outpatient treatment benefits up to 20,000 rupees have been provided. Critical illness benefits ranging from 200,000 rupees to 1.5 million rupees. In addition, total permanent disability benefits amounting to 200,000 rupees and also permanent partial disability benefits ranging from 150,000 to 200,000 rupees. Temporary disability benefits ranging from 25,000 to 100,000 rupees are also included in the package. In the event of a parent's death, students from low-income families will receive 75,000 rupees per student for one parent. Benefit covers both parents and all school ongoing children in the family are eligible for the benefits with a maximum allocation of 225,000 rupees per case. For the implementation of this insurance program, the Ministry of Education will establish an agreement with the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation. A special system will be established to expedite the provision of benefits to school students, with benefits being delivered through the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation's online platform within 1 week. The Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation will transfer entitled benefit funds to the respective bank accounts of the children's parent. This program is a joint effort between the Ministry of Education, the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation and the State Revenue Unit of the Presidential Secretariat. Parliamentarian Lakshman Kiriyala says that they have been compelled to cancel a scheduled meeting as a result of a Member of Parliament of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna joining the Samagi Janabalawega. He has made these comments at a media briefing held in Kandy today. Parliamentarian Lakshman Kiriyala said that a group of parliamentarians of the Pohottuwa party had said in their position he had among the group there was a Pohottuwa MP of the Kandy district. Lakshman Kiriyala further said that his MP had committed an unthinkable act recently, that was sending letters in false letterhead extending invitations to powerful politicians in the district to attend the Java program scheduled to be conducted in Kandy on the 18th. Kiriyala further said that however the letters were originally sent by Sujiva Semsingha. The MP also said some high-ranking members had turned against them after seeing the bogus letters.
The government has been handed over a sum of 5.0 rupees out of the turnover of 26.6 billion rupees earned through sale of lottery tickets by the Development Lotteries Board in the year 2023. The DLB had recorded the highest annual turnover in its 41-year-old history in the year 2023. A program has also commenced to empower more than 20,000 sales representatives scattered throughout the island who had contributed to earn the record income last year. The evaluation program is being implemented on district basis on instructions of Chairman of the DLB, Ajit Naragala. The Anuradhapura district program of the new initiative titled Alevi Pilisandara has got underway at the Anuradhapura district secretariat under the patronage of State Minister Shehan Semsingha. As an incentive to transform marketing representatives into entrepreneurs, they have been provided with 10,000 rupees deposits in banks. State Minister Shehan Semsingha said that DLB is an institute with a history of 41 years. Every chairman who assumed duties at the institute had contributed in the utmost extent to increase its revenue. However, he added that it was the present chairman who had elevated the DLB to a transformative era.
තුල ඔබතුමාට සතුටු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අද මේ රට පරිවර්තනීය යුගයකට වාජනය වෙනවා වගේම ඔබතුමාගේ නායකත්වයේ යටතේ කළමනාකාරීත්වය සහ කාර්ය මණ්ඩලය සංවර්ධන ලොතරැයි මණ්ඩලය පරිවර්තනීය යුගයකට වාජනය කළා. මේ හැමදේම ප්‍රතිඵල වලින් තමයි මනින්න ඕනේ. ඉතිහාසයේ ලැබපු වාර්තාගත ආදායම ලබාගත්තා වගේම මේ අභියෝගාත්මක කාලේ ජනාධිපති අරමුදලට වැඩිම දායකත්වය ලබා දීලා මේ රටේ ඉන්න අහිංසක දුප්පත් ජනතාවගේ රෝගී ජනතාවගේ අවශ්‍යතාවන් වලට අවශ්‍ය දායකත්වය දෙන්න කටයුතු කරනවා.
උසස් අධ්‍යාපනයේ වැඩි ප්‍රතිඵල ලබා ගන්න ඈත
Chairman of the DLB Ajit Naragala said that the DLB provides yeoman service for the innocent children in villages to enhance their education facilities through provision of Mahapula funds. He added that the DLB is releasing its funds to the Mahapula, enabling the students to receive aid. The chairman also said the DLB had provided prizes amounting to 13.4 billion rupees in the year 2023 alone.
මේ සියල්ල අපි
289 kilos of the types of narcotic heroin and ice were destroyed by burning yesterday. The stocks of this drug was burned using the high-capacity thermal oven installed at Laktavatta in Vanathavelluva. This was the first installment of narcotics destroyed in this oven. Minister Tiranalas and IGP Deshabandhu Tinnakorn were present at the occasion of declaring open the high-powered oven at Laktavatta in Vanathavelluva yesterday. Terrorist Sahran, who was connected to the Easter bombing incident, was reported to have used these premises for his training activities and also to hide bombs. The police has installed the oven in an extent of 20 perch land in the premises, utilizing a sum of 11 million rupees for the sole purpose of destruction of narcotics. Earlier, the high-powered furnace at the Putlam cement factory was used to destroy illicit drug, 251 kilos of the ice narcotic and 38 kilos of heroin narcotic, but destroyed upon conclusion of judicial investigations. The consignment found in the possession of 7 Pakistani nationals were taken over the police custody.
A special song was unveiled to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Sri Lanka-Pakistan diplomatic relations, featuring contributions from artists of both nations. Representing two nations, Sunal Prabhashita and Ashan Bari lent their voices to this commemorative song, with Sinhalese lyrics being composed by Kalam Srima, and Ashan Bari further contributed with Urdu lyrics and music. The song was released during a ceremony hosted at the Arts Council of Pakistan in Karachi. This initiative is part of the series of events organized by Sri Lanka Consulate General in Karachi to celebrate the enduring friendship between the two countries.
Ada sangam med taruwe ras akuringiya सितारों में रंग भर देंगे जो हम तुम संग चलेंगे कसम से हो यारा कमाल कर देंगे कमाल कर देंगे दिल पुल माला sawan malak halda Ivadar samane hamuvi ubay mamay meda pehle bhi mil chuke ho gaane pehchane se lag rahe baasi
The Buddha Rashmi Vesak Festival, organized by the Colombo Gangarama Temple, the Presidential Secretariat, will take place on the May 23rd, 24th, 25th and 26th at the Presidential Secretariat premises, Shangri-La Green Ground and the Gangarama Temple. The theme of upcoming event is Let's be aware of what we have done, not what others have done. The program is a joint collaboration of the Prime Minister's Office and the Mahakaruna Buddhist Association of Singapore. This Vesak festival will feature a giant Vesak pandal, Vesak lanterns exhibition, Bhakti Gi, Vesak Dansal, Tawil and Devamadu Shantikarma, flower paradise, meditation programs, Virdu recitals and large decorations and virtuous cultural events. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena has presided over the unveiling of the Bauddhaloka Vesak Kalape, an official logo at the temple trace today. The theme of the program is Surakimu Apekama. The Bauddhaloka Vesak Kalape has been conducted for the 23rd occasion with the fullest cooperation of the three armed forces, the police and the civil defence force.
Foreign news on the other side of this break.
ඩෙන්ගු රෝගයේදී උණ හිස රදය ඇඟපත වේදනාව ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. උණ අඩු කිරීමට පැරසිටමෝල් ඖෂධය පමණක් භාවිතා කළ යුතුයි. උණ දිගටම පැවතුනහොත් තුන්වන දිනේදී වෛද්‍යවරයෙකු හමු වී රුධිර පරීක්ෂාවක් කරගත යුතුයි.
Welcome back with international stories, and at least 50 people have been killed and thousands of homes destroyed following a new bout of heavy rains and flooding in central Afghanistan. Flash floods caused by torrential season rains have for weeks devastated a wide swath of territory across Afghanistan, killing hundreds of people, leaving thousands injured and destroying homes and communities. At least 50 people were confirmed dead in the province of Ghor, the police said yesterday, adding that they have expected the number of casualties to rise. The police further said that they destroyed hundreds of hectares of agricultural land as well as hundreds of bridges and culverts and thousands of trees. Spokesman for Ghor's provincial governor, whose dozens of people were missing, head of the information department for Ghor, said that latest well spent began on Friday, cutting off many key roads to the area. He said that 2,000 houses were completely destroyed, 4,000 partially damaged, and more than 2,000 shops were underwater in the provincial capital.
Israeli War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz has threatened to resign unless Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sets out a post-war plan for the Gaza Strip. Israel's War Cabinet member Benny Gantz has threatened to quit the government of Benjamin Netanyahu should the Prime Minister fail to present a post-war plan for Gaza by the 8th of June. Speaking at a news conference yesterday, War Cabinet Minister Gantz called on the cabinet to agree to a 6-point plan laying out a vision for the besieged strip's governance once the conflict is over. A former defense minister said that if his demands were not met, he would withdraw his centrist party from the emergency unity government formed last year to oversee the war on Gaza.
And on your sports update, Sri Lanka Kalinga Kumarage has secured the second place in the 400 meters men's running event in the Seiko Golden Grand Prix Athlete Tournament in Tokyo, Japan. Kalinga Kumarage's timing was 45.57 seconds. Kotaro Sato of Japan came first in the event with a timing of 45.21 seconds. Yopan Nabekorn of Sri Lanka has clinched the 4th place in the 100-meter event of the Rome Sprint 2024 tournament held in Italy yesterday. He has finished the event in 10.21 seconds. The first place was secured by Italian athlete Marshall Jacobs, who completed the race with a timing of 10.07 seconds. Marshall Jacobs is the gold medalist in the 100-meter event in the last Olympic Games.
The Royal Challengers Bangalore has been successful in entering the final 4 teams of the Indian Premier League cricket tournament by beating the Chennai Super Kings by 27 runs in a match played in Bangalore yesterday. The Royal Challengers batting first has scored 218 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in 20 overs. Captain Faf du Plessis was 54 and Virat Kohli at 47 runs. Rajat Patidar has also contributed 41 runs to the innings. Super Kings bowler Shardul Thakur took 2 wickets. Super Kings team innings was restricted to 191 runs, losing 7 wickets within the 20 overs. Rachin Ravindra 61 and Ravindra Jadeja not out at 42. Yash Dayal has captured 2 wickets for the Royal Challengers. With this victory, the 4 finalists of the tournament are Kolkata Knight Riders, Rajasthan Royals, Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Royal Challengers Bangalore.
And with that, we conclude tonight news. Do just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing off with Khasani. Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.